I'd done some big interviews. I already had a distrust at this point. Mm-hmm. But I still didn't have the balls to stand up for myself. Like, if that was today, that would never happen. And it has happened where people are like, you can't wear that. I'm like, why? Yeah. You know, like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
Or people want to dress me in certain things for photo shoots. I'm like, no, that's not me. Like, I don't want to wear that.
Right.
Anyways, so it's a complete psychological process. She never came out and introduced herself beforehand. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's normal on talk shows or not.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird at the time, at least. I still think it's weird. Separated me from the 3 people that I brought with me. The one funny thing is I requested banana Laffy Taffies because they were like, do you have a writer? And I was like, no. I was like, banana Laffy Taffy. And it was a joke, and they actually did it. I was like, oh, one thing they did that was kind. And then we get on set. Oh, the last thing about the wardrobe is that I said, I'm not wearing these shoes. I actually did say that. I was like, I can't wear these shoes. These are terrible. And they said, the camera's not going to see him though, so it's no big deal. Like, why did I believe this? Why? Know. You know what I mean?
Because you want to inherently believe that people aren't full of shit.
And these are wardrobe people. But then the producer's standing by and looking at everything. And like, I've been on other talk shows since then, and it doesn't go down like this. Mm-hmm. So all definitely planned and put together. And then when we're actually filming, I look up and realize like, oh, there's 5 cameras from every direction, from every angle. So of course they're going to see the full thing, right? She comes out. Yeah, the hush puppies. destroying my image. She comes out dressed like a school madam. Oh, yeah. Like, the whole thing is set up. You know what I mean? And even if the public doesn't recognize these things, like, subconsciously they do. Like, you're taking that in, and it's going to affect the way you're viewing this thing.
Of course.
At certain points during the interview, she was stumped. I stumped her multiple times. And she would say, I am so emotional right now. We're going to have to pause and take a quick break. And there's like 30 people in the background, producers, PAs, all these people, and they would run over and, okay, I don't know what to say. And they did get me with one line. Like, I don't remember what it was. If I went back and watched, I would remember the moment. But they did get me to, like, they feed you lines, right? And they were trying to do that. And I think something just might have snapped in me where I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that one. Mm-hmm. But they told her what to say in reply. Like, so, I mean, all of these things are set up. And then the end result, what do? They pair me up with this sort of non-sex positive feminist.
We would call them a swap now, sex exclusionary.
Oh, there's a term for it.
Oh, there's a whole term for it. It's like sex worker exclusionary. No, SWERF. Sex worker exclusionary radical feminist.
Okay, exactly. These people. She, I think, did like 4 porn scenes and somehow had an authority to speak.
Do you remember her name?
No, I was 18 when I did the show. And I think she was in her 30s at the time. Mm-hmm. And then they brought on a 15-year-old streetwalker prostitute. And this is a narrative that they try to tell.
Yeah,
that we're all the same. We all come from the same background. It's evil. It's bad. They're damaged. Mm-hmm. And so then the older woman served as the person that was trying to warn me. And then the younger girl was just there as a shock factor. So that was how the whole thing went down. And I remember I did like a YouTube vlog about it afterwards. Like the magic of editing, they cut, because they have 5 cameras. Right. All they have to do is cut to me listening. Mm-hmm. And therefore I have no response to her questions. Like the power of editing.
Yeah.
And so in a lot of it, I just looked silent. But luckily, one of the people that I brought there was Peter Warren. Ah. And Peter Warren actually like wrote.
So Peter Warren is like, I don't know, what's his role? He's at AVN. He's like head editor or something like that. So anyways, just for the general public doesn't know who he is.
And I think he had actually asked me, like I told him I was going on, and he actually asked me, can I shadow you or something like this? And I was like, yeah, why not? And like, thankfully, he was there because he actually watched the entire thing as it went down. And he wrote about it afterwards, like, just saying how twisted and manipulative the entire thing was. And I did a vlog about it. But, yeah, it exists. It's there. It happened.
Yeah. I mean,
what you going to do? But it's still... You know that old saying, like, no, there's no such thing as bad press. I do think there is, but, like, in that case, would I do it again? Yes, I would still do it again.
Yeah?
I would still do it again. Yeah.
Would you do anything differently?
Oh, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have...
You wouldn't wear those hush puppies.
I wouldn't have worn the hush puppies. I wouldn't have said that line that they fed me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't remember what it was?
No, it was something really reactionary, though, and that's just not my style.
Right.